Good evening, everybody. It is 7:30 on a weekday, and we're here at Barton Junior High Gymnasium. This one was a little time coming. TOA HX7s in black have been back ordered for a little while, and so we finally got them in just in time, just in the nick of the time. My eyes are burning, so I'm going to turn you around to see the speakers, because they look better than me. So we got 4 TOA HX7Bs, that's B for black, hanging from a TM7PF something $400 metal bracket. So we've got 4 of them here for our 4 bleacher areas, retractable bleacher areas, and then we've got 2 in the center here, just over the end of the key. We've got a PE604 by TOA. So all TOA in speakers. We like this design. This is the same design we did in the arena at the high school, only on a smaller scale. We did 16 TOA HX7s over there in black. We did 4 over here, so it's a quarter size. But it's all the sound these cinder block walls can handle. Let me just say that. But the pendants over the center take out that vacuum behind the speaker feel. If you've got to stand out in the middle with the wireless mic and talk, it helps that quite a bit. Also, if you're on the court, it helps you hear what the refs say, or what the umps saying. Umpire? No, that's baseball. I don't know. What sport is this? Here on the wall, we have our beloved Gator wall rack. Why do we love these Gator wall racks so much? Well, tempered glass. Okay, this is just the coolest thing ever. Vented door, but tempered glass. This cool little latch is cool. But that's not the real reason. The real reason is you've got access panels on both sides, but you've also got lockable swing out for the to access all the cabling and everything, which makes installation a breeze. All right, in the rack up top, we replaced our Furman, our go-to Furman M8S with this unit. This is an ART PS82 power sequencer. It has a dial on the front to time out, so you can adjust the timing of the sequences. You have lights on the front telling you what channels are being activated, and it has the same remote connections for actually a Furman RS1 or RS2 will work for it. Just any kind of a contact closure key start, and power on the front. So pretty cool for a lot less money. So next thing is not a lot less money. This is the Shure SEM800 line mixer. This is the industry commercial line mixer standard. Expensive piece, but this sucker does the job. Low cut and high shelf adjustable on each channel, along with gain and line mic switching on the back. It has an auxiliary output as well, and a separate auxiliary input, and then a headphones on the front, which is useful, I guess. And then we've got a blank empty space that's gonna tomorrow we'll have a 1RU blank space with a logo on it sitting right there. Underneath that is a Sennheiser. I can't believe this is probably going to be the last Sennheiser that we'll install. If you don't know why, just go check out their ads. You'll figure it out. But you know, just not a fan. Besides the fact that they include this funky half rack mount and antennas and holes to mount the antennas through, but no cables and no these things to mount the antennas to. Those are actually left over from Shure stuff. We use those in there, so thank you, Shure, for making our Sennheiser work. But it's a cool unit. It comes in like this designer branded paper, like you're opening a new pair of designer shoes. But not a fan of Sennheiser. Anyway, but it works great. Okay, so if you're watching this and this is your system, these mics work incredibly well. It's just the company. Okay, the next thing under here that I have used this is the first time we've used this. This is the Tascam CD400U. We're using it in place of the discontinued 300Z. So cool. So this sucker, we were looking at it and we're just like, oh, it doesn't have external Bluetooth antenna. So we normally would do an external Bluetooth antenna, put it out on top of the rack, little magnet on top of the rack, so that the Bluetooth isn't inhibited by the metal rack. Or this tempered glass is actually smoked, so it has I think it's metallic because it blocks some too. But anyway, so we hooked it up, and I just got the speakers installed, so I just powered this thing on. With the rack closed, I walked out of the gym and it did not lose connection. This is the most powerful Bluetooth connection I have ever seen in a rack mount unit. So pretty cool. We'll be using that from now on until they discontinue it and do something else. So under that is a DBX Drive Rack 260. This is just a toolbox full of 2 input, 6 out goodness. It's everything that you need. It's the hammer, screwdriver, and the measuring tape. So this sucker is pretty awesome. But anyway, it lets us set all the parameters for the system. It lets us EQ the system via iPad, set the dynamics, all of that stuff. For, you know, there's an output for our TOAs, which we run full range, except we have to tweak the mid-range drastically because of the echo in this cinder block box. But the pendants, they don't need that low end at all. We're going to blow them if we try to run them at the same level with the same bass. So anyway, that lets us do all of that. It lets us put limiting on it so they don't blow anything. And then we can lock it out. Very cool. And then you could almost say it's redundant, but we went with the Crown CDI 41200. Why did we do such an incredible amplifier? Well, I'll tell you why. This system is actually mimicking the Arena, and the Arena has the QSC GXD. I don't know. It's basically it's 2 8-channel, 1200 watts per channel amplifiers from QSC in there. Didn't really. I wanted to switch over to Crown, and so we just basically went straight across apples for apples and did the Crown version. So, but lots of really cool DSP built into it. 4 channels, completely all color readout here. Very intuitive. Mutes on every input, and it's cool amp. Super powerful. Very lightweight digital amp. So then we got a 3U Gator drawer, the GRW3U-drawer, and all these fingerprints are really showing up. It's very humid in here. I mean, you can even see on the glass it's smoked up, fogged up. It's really humid in here. There's no AC. I think there's just some missing panes in the windows and this great big attic fan. So I'm sure everything's going to be okay, but that's just straight humidity. But anyway, so tomorrow we'll come in, put in our blanks. We'll put in a vented space here, and we'll put in our branded space there, and then we'll probably do some run-throughs with some of the staff just to make sure. But fixing to do a instructional video on it, and so they'll have record of that. But blazing audio in this space. These speakers are capable of far much more than we're able to push them in here, especially with that that Crown drive core amplifier behind them. But we used 3 double hangs of these. These are 4 cabinets to a system, and you can actually put another system beneath it. You can put multiples, but it's kind of ridiculous. But you can double them up. It extends the low range down well below the 120 that it's kind of set at now. But it extends the low range down, but it also gives you much more vertical coverage. So we installed 3 double hangs, an LCR system with a Yamaha TF3 in the theater, Harton Theater there at SAU, and without subs, it was concert level. It was concert level audio. If you had, you know, some a couple dual 21 subs, like Yorkville dual 21s or something like that, on the stage, it literally, you could have had any act in there and done a concert. But the LCR was really cool because in theater, being able to pan in stereo and then put all of the voices in the center, that was really cool. But this is going to be really good. In these systems, what we do is we do mono in the center, and we do basically mono on each side. So we've got 3 channels. We've got home and center, court, and visitor are our 3 amp channels. And we've got an amp channel to spare, so we could add a couple of passive subs if they wanted to try that in here. It'd be a little crazy, but we're really happy with the way this turned out. Thank you, El Dorado School District, for another opportunity to serve you. And I think these things are just getting better and better the more opportunities we have with you guys. And so can't wait, hoping to be able to serve you guys at the intermediate school that's coming up in place of the old school out there. We are waiting to hear back, but audio, video, stage lighting, networking, and we are now unrestricted Class E security. So we're surveillance cameras, intrusion alarm, access control, and fire alarm. So give us a call, 870-814-0714, or you can just contact me directly, Jerry@Bensberg.tech. That's BENSBERG.TECH. All right, thanks for watching, guys.